Hi everybody, welcome to Finding Magic. My name is Julia and today we're doing our next installment of the Christmas in Memphis series. It's the one I personally am the most excited for, and it's to go stay at the Peabody for Christmas. Okay, we made it. I will give you a room tour later because it was a bit crazy to get here, so everything's like an hour behind and I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Just gonna give you a quick fit check and then we're gonna head back down to the lobby. Here's my dress. They have some jazz performers downstairs. I heard them when I was checking in. They sounded great, so that's step one of today's festivities. I'm so excited for this. It is a whole event today for Christmas, for a tree lighting. It's exclusive only to hotel guests, which is why it was so difficult to get in here because they closed down like all the entrances. But I can't wait. Let's go listen to the jazz band perform before the famous ducks come in. Just got here. Look at his little ducky guy. Little ducky cane. So there is one male duck and 4 female ducks, and they're only here for 3 months, and then they go back to living in the wild. They are wild ducks. They are not domesticated, even though they do have a $200,000 enclosure that they live in while they're here. They are not considered pets or domesticated, and after these guys are done with their 3-month vacation, I guess, for lack of a better word, more ducks will come in and they'll be here, but the Peabody will always have ducks. This shows the legend of the ducks, which is basically that in 1933 2 friends put their live decoy ducks in the fountain as a joke, and then people loved it and it had a really big impact on the hotel, so now they always have ducks here. There seems to be a hot chocolate bar or something over there, so I'm gonna go see what it is. I've got a little bit of time before the ducks. I got the hot chocolate. It was a $5 donation to St. Jude. It's a suggested donation, but of course we're gonna give the $5 donation to St. Jude. St. Jude is actually in Memphis, which I didn't know until moving here, but I got hot chocolate. It's got marshmallows and whipped cream and sprinkles. It's really legit, and it's in a duck cup, so bonus points. I saw them setting up these human guardrails, so I came over here. I think I'm gonna have a much better spot to watch the ducks here than where I was before. Getting the carpet and stairs rolled out for our ducks from one of our duck masters. They roll out the red carpet for the ducks. The duck master is so nice. He gives out stickers to everybody.
I think she wants her camera. Here they come.
The duckies are coming. Back.
1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. Everybody stay where you are. I'm coming right back down with a very special gift. Much love, y'all.
My goodness, I was not prepared. The carolers from the Memphis Opera are here. I love their old-timey outfits. hours and hours and hours. So if you're thinking that you'll be able to get a seat, even if you come like 2-3 hours ahead of time, you're not going to. People come here, I don't know, 10 a.m. and hold down the fort all day, and they do not leave. So just keep that in mind, and if you want to be a person with a seat, get here as early as humanly possible. And even if you think you've done it early enough, you haven't, come earlier. When I first walked in here, there was a beautiful Christmas display of, I think, Memphis, downtown Memphis, made of gingerbread. So I want to go check that out. This is the gingerbread village. Happy holidays from Memphis. It has all of the ingredients and the amount of everything that went into it, and it's gorgeous. So right there is the Bass Pro Shop pyramid, and this is all display, a whole display of downtown Memphis. This right here is the Peabody. This is the bridge. This is so cool. Silky Sullivan's. There's a lot of really iconic Memphis buildings here. This is the Orpheum Theater, which is really cool. Oh, this is awesome. I love this. I did see these Christmas ornaments from outside, which is why I wanted to come in to see if they have a ducky one. I'm not seeing one so far, but I can't imagine that they don't have a duck one. That would be such a lost opportunity. Okay, I see a ducky ornament in there. Maybe they'll get one for me. They also have these ones that say the Peabody Memphis. Maybe that's the move. Oh my gosh, I love this little elephant one. These sweatshirts are really nice. I might get one. They're $48. Also, the ornaments are like $100. I probably won't get one. Chez Philippe is right over here. I am going here tomorrow, so don't worry, we're not missing out on this experience. I'm going tomorrow for tea, actually, afternoon tea. Okay, I'm on the mezzanine level. Look at this piano with its absolutely gorgeous carvings. Oh my goodness, stunning. You can see the tree up here. This is where you should go watch the tree lighting, honestly. But then you miss the ducks. I don't know, kind of give and take going on. I brought this book to read. So ambiance, so lovely. I am so glad that I decided to book a night here and experience this event. It is incredible. It is gorgeous. It is high-end. It's really, really nice. It's exclusive in that you can only come to these events and do this tree lighting if you are staying at the Peabody. You have to be a guest, and I am, so I booked the night. And I am so thankful that I did. This is such a beautiful, elegant experience. A lot of people are really dressed up, which is nice. I am just thrilled to be here. Someone's playing the violin down here so well, I literally thought it was a recording. Day has been so beautiful. It's about 7 now. I'm just taking a quick break. I have to drive home to feed my bunnies because this is a staycation, so I live down the street-ish. So I just need to go home and feed them, get them settled for the night, and then I think I'm gonna come back, have dinner, and then I'm hoping that the hotel bar is gonna open up. I really, really wanna go. I wanna get a mocktail that they have and just kind of hang out in the lobby, but it's just been so crowded, so I'm hoping that over time it gets a little bit less crowded. Just got back to the hotel. I got a reservation for dinner in about 10 minutes. The walls are paper thin. Also did a quick costume change. It's pretty similar, but that dress needs some fashion tape and I don't have it, and it's kind of driving me crazy, so put on a similar shirt. I think I might change my earrings. Yeah, this is good for the rest of the evening, I think. All right, here's where we're going for dinner. Capriccio Grill. I'm a little nervous. miss that Italian food down here, but we're gonna give it a try. Oh, this is just the lunch menu, but that's okay. Here's the dinner menu. I'm mostly excited for this better than butter board. Casual vibes in here. This to me was the biggest draw. It is a better than butter board, and it has 5 different kinds of butters. I'm excited about that. And then I got here some sweet potato casserole and asparagus. This butter board might be the best thing ever created, and the bread is actually really solid. This mustard is so spicy, like not regular spicy, like horseradish spicy. This is hitting the spot. It's just exactly what I wanted, and I ate the asparagus because you need to eat your vegetables. The bar's still crowded, but I'm just gonna get a drink and bring it to the mezzanine. Alright, dinner was great. Something weird happened where they overcharged me for every single item that I ordered twice, but they fixed it. They were really accommodating and nice about it, so that was great. And then I finally got to go to the bar. Online, they had mocktails, but they didn't have it at this bar. I think it was at one of the other bars, but I just asked for cranberry lime and club soda, and I got it, and it's perfect. It's really tart and yummy. And I'm back in the mezzanine. I was talking to some people over at the bar for a little bit. They were nice, but then I was like, okay, it's been great getting to know you guys. I'm going upstairs if you need me. All right, I'm gonna read my book, I'm gonna drink my drink, and then we'll go back to the room and have a little supper party. My friends told me this was a self-playing piano. They're right. What? Okay, back to reading, but how cool is that? How did they do that? I was joking with my friends at the bar, and I was like, oh, is it a ghost? And they were like, yeah. But really, how did they do that? That's so cool. It looks so beautiful. There's still a bunch of people. It's almost 11, but not nearly as crowded as it was earlier today. Okay, I'm gonna give a brief room tour of my home for the night. So first is the bathroom. Has some fun wallpaper going on. It's really small. I thought maybe there wasn't a shower, but there is. There's a shower right here. It comes with all of the bath products you need. Over here they also have lotion, duck soap, a mending kit, shower cap, that kind of stuff. Bright mirror, high. Then when you go out, I just noticed this. They have robes. Look at the robes. I'm obsessed. I'm gonna put one on in a little bit. And then this is the room. There's an espresso machine. I don't know how to use it, which is fine. I don't drink coffee anyways. Is there anything in here? A Bible, of course. Excellent. Light reading. Yeah, those are just drawers. It comes with 2 free waters, which is really great. I'm being quiet because the walls are really thin. They have this nice accent wall with the TV. The bed, I haven't sat on it yet, but it seems nice. Little duckies on the pillow. This is the whole room. Nice desk. It's night, but I don't really have much of a view. Oh, there's a tree over there. Interesting. And I thought this table was cool. Yeah, that's the room. Has some USBs in here, as well as on the desk. Another accent wall. Pretty, what is this called? Not called a lantern, chandelier. Pretty solid. We're gonna test the bed. 3, 2, 1. Very comfy. And look, I've got a robe. If I could switch my mattress to this mattress, I would do it. Vlogception. Vlog within a vlog. Also, I got postcards to send, and they sold stamps, and the box to ship them out is in the lobby, so easy. Look how cool this is. What? That's so cool. The Peabody probably has the best quality towels I have ever used, so props to them for that. And now I'm gonna read more of my book and go to bed. See you in the morning. Bye. Good morning, friends, from the Peabody Hotel. I slept amazing last night. I think my insomnia is cured. I was woken up early because of the thin walls, but it's fine. It worked out. I think we're gonna have a great day. We're gonna do a historic tour of the Peabody with the Duckmaster, which I'm really looking forward to, and I have afternoon tea at Chez Philippe. So really excited for both of those things. I'm just in the middle of getting ready for the day. I might go grab some breakfast in the lobby because I have afternoon tea, but it's not until 1:30 and it's 9:30 and I've been up since 7:30, so we might get a little something to eat from the deli as well. It's gonna be great. Let's go do it. I don't usually curl my hair sitting down, but maybe I should. This is nice. So they have a bunch more events going on at the Peabody today that I probably won't be staying for just because I have some other things I need to get done. But they texted me at 2 o'clock. There is a Duckmaster story time. At 4 o'clock, you can choose from either Christmas cookie decorating or Christmas cordials and truffle tasting. And at 7:30, there is a Christmas movie night. That's so fun. If I wasn't doing other things today, I probably would stay here all day, even though my room wouldn't be here because it doesn't really matter. But it's important to note, those things are all available during Christmas time down here. Today's outfit's definitely giving Glinda, which is good. I have to wear a skirt. Well, I don't think I have to wear a skirt, but I'm going to wear a skirt for Chez Philippe, but I don't want to put it on right now, so jeans it is. We're gonna watch the ducks from the mezzanine this time because it's too chaotic down there. I don't want to stand for 40 minutes to wait for the ducks. So we're gonna hang out in the mezzanine where there's not a bunch of people and a lot of chaos, and I think it'll still be a really good view. We won't necessarily be able to see them get off the elevator. We definitely won't be able to see that, but we'll be able to see this, and that'll be perfect.
This is today's red carpet team. Let's give it up one time for the red carpet team. Push it. Come on, let's cheer for them, y'all. Let's cheer for them.
Being up here now, I see that this is where I should have been yesterday because we would have seen the Duck March. We would have seen Santa and the stage, which was over here, and we would have been able to see the tree lighting without having to run around and have it be chaotic. So next year, pro tip.
My name is Keenan Walker. I am the Duckmaster here. He's a brilliant man. Just so happened that earlier in his life, Mr. Edward Timberby one time had been a trainer for the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. So upon being hired, he told management, he said, hey, look, I got an idea. If you let me, I will take a group of North American mallard ducks, one male or female, instead of those 3 English stall ducks and just have swimming around in the fountain down there. He said, I'll train those ducks myself. I will first train the ducks to sleep upstairs on the rooftop inside of a duck palace. Then I will train the ducks to march from that duck palace across the rooftop to the door. Then I'll train them to march inside the door all the way to the elevator. And then together, we'll get on that elevator and we'll ride all the way downstairs to the lobby.
Ladies and gentlemen, the march of the world-famous Peabody Ducks.
Watching the ducks from the mezzanine was definitely the way to go. I'm gonna see if I have time to grab a quick snack and a present for my mom that she asked for, and then I have a historic tour with the Duckmaster, so I'm excited for that. Here is a portrait of Mr. Pembroke, the original Peabody Duckmaster. This is where we're meeting for our tour.
That is the original fountain. Continental ballroom. This is the ballroom where the owners were married, again, which is why they bought the hotel. This is also the ballroom where Elvis had his prom as a junior in high school.
That's so crazy.
Where they used to have the big band concerts of the 1930s and 40s. Favorite ballroom, for a number of different reasons, but one of which is because they have the LED lights inside each ring above the floor, behind each post on the stage, and lining the ceiling. So if you're up here at nighttime with the LED lights going and the blinds open, the whole city becomes your background.
This is so fun. Duckies. This is so cool. You guys, that $10 tour with the Duckmaster is actually priceless. You should absolutely do it. I recorded almost nothing. I mean, there was so much there about experiences that he's had with people on his tours, about how he's friends with Pee Wee Herman and Courtney Cox's ex-husband, what's his name, Arquette, the Arquette guy. And he brought us into a shop where a kid who met Elvis is now like the owner and manager of a store. It's a family-owned business. There's so much going on here. There's so much information, and they go into the previous history of Memphis and how Memphis became to be known as kind of like a bad place rather than a really great and celebrated place, and a lot of it had to do with the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Because he was assassinated here, and it started this idea that Memphis is not like a beautiful place with community and culture and all these things, but was instead this city that killed the king, which of course isn't the case. But yeah, so you should absolutely do it. $10. It was an hour, a little bit more than an hour probably. It was amazing, priceless, incredible, and also he's going to be in a movie, and he's been on TV. If you're with Keenan, who was great. I'm sure all the Duckmasters are great. He said he's only the 7th ever Duckmaster. The original Duckmaster was Duckmaster for 51 years. He told us all about the history of the Peabody and how it almost shut down, how it foreclosed, and then the Bells family purchased it because they got married here. They were attached to it. They were attached to Mr. Pembroke, who was the original Duckmaster. Honestly, I can't say enough good things about it. You absolutely need to come and see it for yourself. All right, it is time. Gorgeous. Here's our menu. Maybe I'm gonna get the white chocolate duck while I'm here. I feel like I should. And look at all these different kinds of teas. Is it weird if I get a child-friendly tea? Also, look how beautiful the teacups are and the plates. The big old honey jar, flowers. I love this. I got my scarlet tea. It's berry vibed and hibiscus vibe, my favorite kind of herbal tea. And my favorite sandwiches are here. There's a hummus, a eggplant one, a cucumber, mixed vegetables, I think she said, and an egg salad. I'm really excited about these. They seem great. I always wanted to use one of these. I have been to a few high teas in a bunch of different places. Boston, Canada, where else? New York, probably a bunch of places. Anyway, this place has the most substantial and delicious finger sandwiches I've ever had. And I'm a vegetarian, so they always have to make something a little bit special and a little different. I've been to them before where they were just like, oh, like all we can really do for you is the cucumber and cream cheese, which is good. I like that. But this is like really, really well done, and you can tell that this restaurant has its flowers for a good reason. Also, Keenan the Duckmaster told us in this mural there are two couples. The one on the right is Mr. Bells and his wife. Mr. and Mrs. Bells are the ones who bought this hotel and renovated it and saved it from foreclosure. I think he said he's going to be 96 this year. And then on the left is Philippe Bells, which, you know, Chez Philippe, he was the executive chef when this place opened, and his wife. I love it. They look like they're having a really good time. My scone is here. It looks delicious. Oh my goodness. And our cream and jam. I also got a bunch of special desserts because of my soy allergy. So this is a cupcake with strawberry frosting, chocolate covered strawberry, a smoothie shooter, a snickerdoodle cookie, and an apple pie tart. My server, Courtney, is the cutest person ever, and she just got me this little gift with a little book of Memphis and all of the different things going on around here, as well as some historic pieces about the Peabody, and a little Elvis Peabody duck. I'm obsessed. This is so funny. She's so cute. This was literally the perfect stay, the perfect afternoon. Oh, I'm so happy. I love it here.